So tell me, when Delaney showed you the porch board, what did he say? He said, Greg.
Well, at first,
because it's so hard to describe it.
Honestly, I mean, you see it. What I thought he was, I didn't know what it was. I thought it was something off of a piano.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It looked like something, because it's very pretty.
Oh, thank you.
It's very pretty. And I thought, what is this? And then when he plugged it in, I heard it, I went, what is that? Because I loved it. We were playing acoustic music, and, he was just explaining to me, and he told me about you and about how you had maybe turned John Hammond onto one. And so immediately I wanted one. I had to have it. It was my passion. No, actually, I really wanted one. And Delaney Bramlett used it on his recordings. John Sebastian, the great John Sebastian from the Love and Spoonful, was one of my heroes.
And he was so kind.
I'll add the porch to it. And if you've got speakers on your TV which can do some low end, you'll hear what happens here. Hear that? How it fills in? Now if you use your imagination, it sounds like, who's doing that?
But can you use it in another key?
Absolutely. Let's go to
That's the third question people ask.
It works in E. Does it work anywhere else? Here, let's go to key of C and do the same thing. First the guitar by itself, then we'll add the porch. Real simple. And of course they say, will it work with anything after I play for a couple minutes? You know what I'm going to say, don't you? They say, will it work with anything besides country? Yes, it will.
Yes, it will. Another.
What you make this for? It's a marriage. It's a great marriage. I'm in love with that.
Well, I had a question because you're one of the finest guitar players ever. And you write songs, like from your heart, from your soul. And having a tool.
Well, okay, look at this country. So much shit on it. Well, that's what I used to do. I stalled when I was playing with them.
This thing is thinking, what do you do with it?
Right.
Or why?
Well, the thing is, what you're doing, you've got a quarter-inch output here, and we're going into a subwoofer.
That's right. Instead of an expensive bass amp,
you can go, yes. It can be a bass amp, and what I do at home, folks, I've got an old Marshall cabinet from the '60s and an old Marshall head, and I back the treble down, and you got to adjust the volume, and everything, and get your balance. I mean, you can also go into a board too, a recording board, which Delaney did that, I believe.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. But the coolest thing probably would be the bass amp or the subwoofer, because out of the subwoofer you go the output into the PA, and that would work fine.
It works great, yeah.
But what you're getting here, I mean, I grew up in the country, folks, and where you sit on the porch and just pat your foot.
Do me a favor. Play that same melody without patting your foot.
Okay.
Then add the porch. Okay, here. That's exactly what it was designed to do. Doesn't it? It does.
Oh yeah.
So who do you think the porch would be? Who would benefit from a porch board?
Anybody that's into like thumb style picking, that's into Chet Atkins, you mentioned Tom Bresh having one, and
Chet Atkins had one also.
Chet had one.
Yeah, he did.
See, I'm finding out lots of things, Nadine. You really got the porch board into the hands of a lot of people that would appreciate it.
If they knew what it was for.
Right.
Unfortunately, what I did is I presented it to him with no instructions.
I bet he tried it.
Actually, he did. Yeah.
What did he tell you?
He didn't tell me. He told a friend of mine. Actually, was a friend of his, and it went to him that way, and he enjoyed it. And he was writing music. He was using it.
That's great.
It was good for writing. It said it added the groove for when he was writing.
Well, that's exactly. It's not like a drum machine. You're actually adding your natural, God-given groove. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I mean, whether you're doing a you know, let me take the thumb pick off just a second. If you're just playing like a little blues thing, this is without it first. Well, you got the, you know, Mr. Inner Rhythm, as our singer says, but now with a porch board, you'd be. There you go. So, I mean, basically.
Oh, that was wonderful.
You know, I mean, you know, whether you're, I mean, you know, and the cool thing about humans, we're not always precise. So wherever you're going musically, you just flow with it, right?
Which is much different than a drum machine. A drum machine.
Oh yeah, yeah, they're not as much fun, really.
Oh, and the porch board in the concert.